Riff Raff is the newest comedy out on the big screen, so let's talk about it. Riff Raff is the newest comedy that is now out for you guys to go and check out, and man, okay, let's get into this movie because this movie, man, I tell you, when I say if you are looking for dumb fun, this is the movie for you. Now, don't expect this movie to be anything of Oscar worthy. Don't expect this to be, oh my word, this writing is unbelievable. This character is full of themes and depth and everything that we can relate to. That's not what this movie is. And I give it credit because it knows exactly what it is. It's this dark comedy. So the whole idea is there's a family and something happens and then there's a home invasion. And that's really what it is. Now, I must say, I did laugh. I laughed quite loud. I was the only one in the theater, so I had like the whole theater to myself. So I was cracking up whenever it was really, really funny. The jokes do land in this movie. I will say that. The dark humor works. I thought there's some really fun editing choices to add in the humor element. So there's one instance where they're telling this deep, dark story of what happened, and DJ comes in and interrupts like every 10 seconds, and it's like, this, and it cuts to him and he's asking some dumb question. I thought that was hilarious. I laughed so hard. DJ was such a fun character. He's like sort of the narrator as well at the same time, but he's just a really, really fun character. And some of the lines and dialogue that he had was making me cracking up, man. There's this one moment where he's talking to Rocky, and Rocky mentions something about, what type of man are you? Are you a upstairs man or a downstairs man? If you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. If you're a boobs man or an ass man, basically. And it's just, that whole conversation is so funny, man. I was laughing so hard. And then the conclusion of it was hilarious. DJ's response to the whole thing was comedy gold, man. I mean, this is like that type of movie that you can just put on. It's brainless, messy fun. You're going to laugh. And I was cracking up, man. DJ Jennifer's in this movie, Stifler's mom. Her character, Ruth, is unhinged, man. She is absolutely unhinged in this movie. Some of the stuff she says took me back to like American Pie days with like that sort of like comedy, the crude comedy within like, the sexual nature and stuff. She has a lot of that in here, and she's just so good at delivering those lines, and you just can't help but laugh, man. She is just, she's hilarious. Bill Murray's great in here as well. I thought Bill Murray was great. Him and Ed Harris. It's great to see them two in a movie together. They were hilarious. They were also more so the serious characters as well, which was strange, but they worked. They worked. Bill Murray's character is very, very strange in this movie. Him and Pete Davidson are hilarious together as a duo. There's so many moments where they're talking and just the facial expressions, the dialogue, it hits you and it makes you laugh because they're just like these they're almost like assassin and hitman sort of thing, but they're just so stoic and I don't know what words to describe what they are, but they're just hilarious, man. They really are hilarious. So I loved all of them as well. Pullman was great in here as well as Rocky. You can just see the range he has. He plays this very much a very different character to everyone else as well. He's the one going through all the stuff. So he's a bit more serious and stuff, and he's got a little bit more depth to him than the other ones, which, but he was great. I mean, you're just seeing his range after we've seen him in Top Gun Maverick. You've seen him in all these other movies. He's starting to really, really go now, and you're seeing his range, what he's capable of doing, because it's a very different character to the Bob that he plays in Maverick. I'll tell you that now. And then, they're all great. They're all great. I thought the chemistry is what does it so well in this movie. Like the chemistry of all of the actors and actresses just elevated it. And whenever they're on screen, they're just So much fun, man. They're so much fun. Like, it's just those little conversations that DJ has with his mother, with his dad, with his brother, with all these characters that just elevate it to another level. I thought it was shot beautifully as well. The location was stunning. It's gorgeous, man. This house is just gorgeous. The forest looked fantastic. There is blood and gore in here. I'll tell you that now. There was some that I wasn't expecting. There is a scene where someone gets their head bashed in. It's violent. It's brutal. But it's look, the story is, it's a pretty generic story. It's got a little bit of depth to it, but not like a lot of depth in it. There are some moments in here where it kind of, you are thinking, oh, are you going to pull my heartstrings? Are you going to pull my heartstrings? And then it kind of just never gets there. So if you're looking for that, this isn't the movie. It is very messy and very choppy, but it's a comedy. And like I always say, when I go into a comedy, I'm not expecting this deep story. Like, I'm down for a deep story. I'm down for that. But my main rule is, when I go to watch a comedy, is, do you make me laugh? Do you entertain me? Because that's what I'm up for when I go to a comedy. That's what I'm there to see. I'm there to see funny things happen. And I think Riff Raff does it. I think it does. Look, is it a movie that's going to be in my top 10 comedies? No, it's not going to be that. Is it going to be in my top 10 of the year? No, it's not going to be like that. But it's mindless fun that I think we all need to have. And look, it's got dark humor in it. It has dark humor. And I like a bit of dark humor. I really do. So the jokes were landing. Like I said, I'm glad no one else was in the theater, because I was cracking up at some of those jokes. They were just hilarious. There's one line that Jennifer says in this movie, revolving around a Coke bottle. And if you have seen the movie, you know exactly what scene I'm referring to. When she said that, I cracked up laughing. I don't know why. I just found that so funny. So for me, Riff Raff is a positive. It's a positive. I really enjoyed it. It's a movie that I could see myself putting on when I feel like I want to laugh. Like, that's what it is. When I'm like, you know what? I feel like I want to laugh today. I don't want to watch a deep movie or anything like that. I could put that on and have that, and, just sit down, turn my brain off, and just let the good times roll. That's what this type of movie is. And look, we need these type of movies. I'm going to be honest with you. We need these. We can't just always have deep, stories and stuff like that. You need some comedies that take away, give you a bit of mindless fun, that are a bit messy, that are kind of like, that doesn't make any sense or anything like that. But it's hilarious. And that's what this movie is. So if you guys have seen Riff Raff, let me know your view and your comments in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.